Hater Radio. If you don't know, now you know. Nobody's expendable. Wake y'all ass up. Wake y'all ass up. Hater Radio. Big Shi Getti.
Yo, we're on Hater Radio. This is Francis talking to you off the top. Right now, we got the Anna Flo. We're talking about suicide prevention, suicide awareness.
We need
Here's Anna Flo. Talk to me,
Anna
girl.
Flo.
Well, I just wanted to bring up the topic of just mental illness in general because it seems like the Black and Latino community have a stigma. But we get sick just like everybody else, so why don't we get therapy just like everybody else? Why does it have to be such a hidden thing or a shame brung upon you just because you're having troubles mentally, either emotionally or what have you, especially with drug addiction or anything.
Right.
And then by the time you notice or you take somebody serious, it's too late.
Too late.
They already did what they were going to do, and you're left thinking, what can I do now?
Believe.
So I feel like I'm in my 30s,
Right.
and it might even be too late for us, but we should definitely raise our
Never
children.
says too late. It's never too late. Hater Radio, we keep it positive. It's never too late.
We could change the future. We could raise our kids to be more tolerant to those who are a little bit different, to maybe not bully people.
So what you saying is, like, if a kid come from a different ethnicity or a different background, because I've noticed that I got a son who's Puerto Rican and he's black, and he gets a lot of problems because a lot of kids out there look at him like he pretty boy, but pretty boy know the combination I taught him. Like, what you think about that?
Well, I have mixed children, and I have children who have been bullied on both sides. Like, my daughter came home crying one day because she says her friends found out that she was black and they no longer wanted to deal. She was 6 years old, crying, bawling out of her mind.
That ain't
And I was like, I don't know how to relate because I've never been discriminated against for being black.
Can I ask you, like, it ain't no discrimination against no race, but when you speak upon kids was talking about her, was it the black race or was it the white race or was it the Mexicans?
The Mexicans.
Or I ain't speaking no bad nationality. I'm just asking you.
It was the Mexicans. It was the Mexicans.
But how you know? Because they taught that black people are taboo. Like, and when we react with the race of being with Mexicans and being with you dealing with different. Once you mix them cultures, you know you're gonna deal with different backlash from all of it, which might not be right or they might not be wrong, but it's what you got to deal. And you got to build a fortress for your kids to be like, we know we black and we Dominican, but we proud of that shit. Like if you don't never tell them that, then they gonna always think they will always think like. I don't know. What is black and Mexican?
Well,
what is black and Dominican?
My kids are black and Cuban, and some look more black and other looks lighter.
Right.
And so it just comes from different sides, but I've definitely taught them by now that this does exist in the world, and they have to deal with it.
I tell my son every day, like I said, I don't mean to cut you off. Hey, we live with Anna Flo, Hater Radio live with y'all. Hey, we in the Cyberhood. We got Pearl Disney in the Cyberhood. And we ain't just trying to deal with just one. When we dealing with Hater Radio, we got to keep it balanced with the races and all. Because we love all our listeners. So, Pearl, what do you have to do and have to say about, interracial marriage? Let's go there. I'm going to take it there for Hater Radio.
What I want to talk about is I want to talk directly to Anna.
Right. Go do your thing,
I understand what you're dealing with.
Right.
But for me, with my child, it was even worse because it was from her own people. Because she is darker than the average African American. She looks like she's, like
colorism.
Black. Yes.
Colorism.
And so she's always been teased for her dark skin.
Right.
And she's beautiful.
Beautiful.
But I had to tell her, everybody's not going to be able to take you. You have to take you.
Yeah, you got to build them from within.
You got to love yourself first before anybody else can love you.
Right.
So I know what your children are hurting, but you can't help them.
But baby girl, Pearl, I don't mean to cut you off. My baby girl spent some real stuff in here in Hater Radio, But baby girl, it's easy for us to say stuff, just like it's easy for somebody at your job to say, I want this job done. It's easy to talk that shit. But at the end of the day, how easy, you positive. So if you give off positive vibes to your kids, that's going to be positive. But what if you got a individual who's not positive as you teaching and growing a kid? They won't know what you just spit until we spit it right now, is what I'm saying. So most people look down on kids that grew up in a less fortunate family and they do stupid ass shit like go rob some people. But you never know what that kid went through, because she was positive when she spoke that, and Anna was very positive.
Yeah.
But at the same of the day, if you didn't have nobody to speak that positive stuff and you only seen negative, how can you fix that though, Pearl? I mean, for a kid growing up seeing nothing but bad.
But that's where everybody could take a part in that. You have to speak positive no matter how you interact with this child.
Right.
Or this person. You
Right.
have to come off with a positive attitude, or the day in life is just going to drag on by. It's going to, the cycle is going to repeat itself.
Do it take a village to raise a kid?
Yes, it does.
Do you? I didn't understand that when I was little, Pearl.
Yes, it does.
Now I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it might take my guy, motherfucker Frank Dizzle, live in the Cyberhood, to see my son doing some bad shit that I wasn't there. He rolled past, see my son on the block doing some dumb shit, and he stopped and, oh no, folks, get your ass. You know, it take a village to raise a fuck. People don't understand that shit. So I just say we gotta let our kids know our black or whatever religion you are, race. I'm sorry. What is your mixed race? Teach them what was both of them, because they dealing with problems when they mix the race anyway.
Yes.
I say I agree with it. It's beautiful, but you know you dealing with problems.
Yeah, for sure.
When you.
But that's the goal of parenting. You're preparing them for the world.
Right.
And
to the
so,
best of our ability.
yeah,
Exactly.
of course, there's
Bah.
limitations.
Right.
But
Yes.
but yeah, let me leave you with these
Please
numbers.
do that, baby girl. And add us.
If you see anybody and you feel like they're struggling with something and just out of your realm of
Right.
expertise, you could
Right.
always refer them to talk to somebody at 1-800-273
Believe.
8255. Again, that is 1-800-273 8255. Then if somebody you feel needs to call the suicide hotline,
Right.
that is a different number. That is 1-800-SUICIDE, which
Right.
is 1-800-784-2433. Again, that is 1-800-784-2433. And
Believe.
because I believe it's like 11 vets a day are committing suicide, there's a separate line for our
That's a lot, Anna.
Yes.
That's a lot. That is very. What did you just? Please repeat what you just said for people who ain't listen. Say that.
It's
sorry.
around 9 to 11 vets a day that are committing
Right.
suicide.
Oh my God.
They're dealing with trauma that we cannot comprehend as regular
Right.
civilians, and they have their own separate line. It's
Believe.
1-855-838-8255. Again,
Right.
that is 1-855-838-8255.
Hey.
And I just have to agree with everything that Ms.
Yes.
Pearl said.
Yeah, Miss Pearl.
Yes.
And my boy, we live, Hater Radio. We live. Hey, I got to thank God for us just being here with each other, because once you get together, you build a force field of life and energy. Hater Radio, we back up in this, boy. Got my girl Pearl Gates. Pearly Gates, what's up, girl? Go ahead. Hey, you got the platform right now, baby. Go ahead and speak.
I want to finish off with what I did for my child. And I just love my child unconditionally. You cannot make your child feel any type of way coming from you. You have to protect him in your space. And as long as you can do that, and a little prayer every now and then, you're going to be all right.
I love that. I love that. Hater Radio, we live with y'all one more game. Hey, I got to give much love to my Cyberhood homies and homiets. My boy Francis, a.k.a. Got to give love to my boy. Hey, thank you for being here, my guy. Hey, we got to close this up because you know how we come. We come close, but y'all got to come closer to the new episode. But I got to give love to all my guys and girls out there. Thank you, Pearly Gates, back up in the Cyberhood. I got to give love to my girl, hey, Anna Flo. She and this boy. Gotta give shots to my boy Frank, aka Francis. Hey, who you want to give a shout out to? I'm gonna go ahead and let them give their shots out, cyber shots out right now. Frank, Francis, aka who you want to give a shout out to, my guy?
Doesn't even exist, man.
It don't
To
exist.
the universe.
I want to give a shout out to
Universe,
Omar
you say.
because he's the biggest, bestest cook ever. Get
Who you want to give a shout to?
I want to
baby?
give a shout out to my daughter, my pretty black.
Believe it, believe it.
Mama loves you, baby.
Hey, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Keon, Lil Junior, Kayla, Nicole, Tyler. Gotta give a shout out to all those who love Hater Radio. My baby girl Desi. You know how we do. We go until again. Stay tuned until again. Hater Radio. We live. Yeah.